Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So it's been a while. I got kind of burnt out on making videos and took a long break, but I'm back and I got some toys to put up for sale and add some stuff to my collection. So we'll take a look at some vintage toys. So if you're new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Trent. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. I do it for fun and profit and take you along for the journey. So please hit that subscribe button for more great videos in the future. Yeah, took a long break. I wasn't selling a lot. I wasn't buying a lot. I bought a few things here and there, still made a few sales, but you know, pretty much went down to not a lot. I was burnt out on making videos, and like I got distracted from eBay as far as buying toys to sell on eBay and then, you know, collect them too. I kind of took a break from that as well. I've been buying all the new Masters of the Universe figures still, but I haven't been opening them, and I don't know. I was feeling some burnout, and I picked up, I kind of got back into another hobby that is a long-time hobby of mine that I had quit for a long time, and that's Magic the Gathering. So that occupied some of my time. Magic the Gathering, I played it first when I was a young teenager, maybe, you know, in 94, 95, maybe a year or so after it first came out. And it's always been, you know, it's always been around ever since I was, you know, and since the early 90s for me. Kind of an off and on thing. Actually, that's kind of how I started selling on eBay, was in 2012. I started my eBay selling by selling off my Magic paper collection, Magic the Gathering collection. And that actually, just with my collection, I was able to get my sales to the top rated, you know, to satisfy the top rated seller sales numbers and all that stuff. So that's how I did it back in the day. But you know, I've slowly just let that kind of go back down, and so now maybe we can build it back up and collect some toys, have some fun, and make some sales. So I decided to go in on a few shopgoodwill.com Masters of the Universe lots, vintage. There's some really cool pieces in there, ones that sell for decent money, and then I think maybe a few upgrades for my collection, and then I pulled the trigger on just a few auctions on Goodwill that were vintage Masters of the Universe stuff that I just didn't have yet. A few little odds and ends that I'm still didn't quite get everything. Of course, I'm not anywhere close. I have a few other things, some big ticket items, I guess, to complete my vintage Masters of the Universe collection, like these dinosaurs. There's some dinosaurs there's 3 of them that are really hard to come by, especially their accessories as well. So I'm still missing those and a few other things, but I'll probably talk more about like the collecting part of it on my other channel, the Radical Retro channel. I'll go ahead and make a video, do a vintage update, because I got some cool stuff. But let's take a look at this toy lot. All right, here we go. We got a vintage Masters of the Universe, all vintage Masters of the Universe toy lot. It was pretty nice, and I ended up paying I think around $160-ish when it was all said and done, which seems pretty low to me. I felt like I got a pretty good deal on this one, considering what's in there. There's a lot of regular common figures, of course, but there's some pretty decent figures in here. A couple of them especially are worth a little bit more. Arguably, maybe one of them might sell for close to that price, $150, $160. I have to check the prices. I've been a little bit out of the game, admittedly, like I said. But so I went in on this lot. Some nice figures here. We got Trapjaw and Triclops, or Mexico. Every Trapjaw and Triclops I always get are Mexico variants. I've never seen so far a non-Mexico variant for those two. Trapjaw unfortunately has a broken helmet, the ring that's on the top of his helmet, but at least he's got his belt, and there's one other accessory piece for him. And it's pretty nice Triclops here. Got a little staining on there, but and then he's got his sword as well. Then we got a standard leech, nice condition, nothing crazy, but we got Cobra Khan, looks to be pretty decent, but missing his gun. We got a Beastman. One of his gauntlets is busted. He doesn't have his whip. It's about what you would expect with Beastman, so it's just an average figure. Here's a merman, complete with bow tie, and he's got his corncob sword over there unbroken, so we got a complete merman. Now, I've yet to keep one of these mermen that had the green belt buckle there, or the green belt. The one that I kept, or I think maybe Chris McClure gave it to me, was that one. It has the non-painted belt. So I don't know, I might keep it. That'd be cool. Get the other variant of merman. I might redo the legs. I'll have to redo the legs. But yeah, here's his sword. We got a clawful here. Didn't have his armor, and but he does have his mace at least. So I might have some clawful armor. I'll have to check. And we got a Jitsu, missing his sword, but he's in nice condition. Got a complete Stinkor, nice one right here. Stinkor is a decent one. Let's take a sniff. No patchouli. We got Too Bad, missing his shield. He's a round back. There's a round back version and a flat back version. We got Web Store, pretty decent. It looks like he's got his complete backpack with his grappling hook. So if I have an extra blaster, this would be a nice one, because Web Store complete with the working backpack can sell for pretty decent. Got a Whiplash, got a little staining on him, but he does have his spear, decent condition. And we got a nice Hordak here. I really like this Hordak. Thinking about keeping this one. It is the red painted armor on the sides. I don't know if you see that on the side of his rib cage. Not all of them, most of them are not painted like that. And so this is a different variant than the one that I have. His legs obviously got to be redone, but this is a Malaysia hard rubber head, and he's very nice looking. Other than the fact, I noticed something about Hordak's legs, the way the leg bands in there, the legs are so super tight, so I'm not surprised that broke. But I'm thinking about rebanding this and upgrading my collection and to have a second variant. Here's my Hordak. It's a hard plastic head, Malaysia Hordak, and the cape is a little bit different. The cape is shiny, and where this one is like a dull looking, or maybe it was just up backwards. Maybe the other one's just backwards. Anyways, really nice Hordak. I'm thinking about keeping that one. Then we got a USA Battle Armor Skeletor. Battle Armor works like a lot of Skeletor, Battle Armor Skeletor and He-Man. You can see the inner thighs. I call it crotch rot. They get this darkening. A lot of the seems to be on Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor. Something about the leg bands they used for those. Then we got poor Faker here. He's missing an arm, and it wasn't in the lot, unfortunately. But we got nice Faker armor. We got a Faker sword with a broken handle, or handguard. And he's missing his chest sticker. So Faker armor and stuff can sell for a decent amount. And maybe somebody needs the Faker body for parts, so that might be good. We got a few other odds and ends over here. We had here's a nice one, the satellite dish. There's like a little cocoon spiderweb in there. Satellite dish for the Talon Fighter. This can be, back in the day, this is a great one that could sell for like 25-30 bucks by itself. That's a piece that always people are trying to find. So that could be a good one still. I don't know. And then we had a Snake Mountain gate. That'd be a nice little individual piece to sell. Spare parts are great, vintage spare parts. So most of that stuff, yeah. Okay, I got two more figures to talk about. All right, so first, next to last, runner-up. There we go. We've got a Skeletor. It's a half boot, purple trunk. So that means he's a peach cheek Skeletor. If you can see that coloring of his cheeks there, there's some peach color in there. That's an indicator of an 8-back first release of Skeletor, and people want that one. It can sell for a premium. It's got a nice sword, but he's missing his Havoc staff. I'm almost tempted. I might have an extra. I have a lot of Havoc staffs. I might put a Havoc staff with this and try to make a really nice premium sale on a Peach Cheek half boot Skeletor. I know I've probably mentioned it in many other past videos, but Skeletor is one of my favorite vintage Masters Universe figures to collect. So I have one here of the Peach Cheek half boot. So now I'm noticing something on under his eye socket there, some kind of paint loss. I never noticed that before. But yeah, there's the Peach Cheek half boot. So yeah, they have purple trunks. Now, the one I'm more proud of, I have another Peach Cheek in my collection, which is like my favorite Skeletor. It's this one right here, sitting on Panther. That's a Peach Cheek half boot Skeletor. The thing is, he has black trunks though, and not the purple trunks. Almost every Peach Cheek Skeletor will have purple trunks. That one has black trunks, and I think shows that it's like a kind of like a, not the first release, but a 1.5 release or a second release, basically. And it's even harder to find. I've only seen one other one. Probably shouldn't have sold that one. I sold it, but yeah, that one. That's my most coveted Skeletor, and because it's harder to find. You come across the Peach Cheek purple trunks one quite often, or not quite often, but a lot more. So that's a nice piece right there. I love Skeletors. Okay, but then the really good one here, we got a Dark Face Grizzlor there. And I really like this one because all of his stuff was there. So the issue I had, so Dark Face Grizzlor is a more uncommon Grizzlor. Here's mine. And so I was missing the armor. So now I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. It's in nice condition, and this is the stuff that came with it. So I know that I've got the right accessories with it, you know. So upgrade my Dark Face Grizzlor there, and then I'll throw this one up here for sale. Dark Face Grizzlor. So it's a little bit more uncommon. This one can sell for sometimes $100. I got the regular Grizzlor back there. You can barely see him, though. Brown face. So yeah, once again, I'll probably put that in my collection, sell the other one. I'm probably going to fix this and add it. I got a few other variant figures that I need to work on and get it added to my collection. So this one, and maybe the Merman. It's been a long time. I showed you guys before, but I had a couple other variants of figures that I need to fix up, and the Stratos that has the opposite color jetpack and wings, and then this I had this Manny Faces that just like the color looks much more, it pops so much more. That pink on his hoses and stuff. There's like what I consider to be, I guess, the regular one. This one is so much more vibrant. I think it's the same make. I don't know if it's just a nicer one, but hanging on to that. All right, then I pulled the trigger on a couple auctions here of Masters Universe stuff I needed. Got the Mantisaur, one that I was missing. Nice condition. It was missing the tail gun, so I jumped on eBay and made an offer and got that tail gun because I just didn't want to wait. I wanted a complete Mantisaur. So maybe I'll fix up that Hordak, and then, because that's Hordak's mount. So maybe I'll fix up that Hordak and put him on there. So I'll be doing a collection update video for this stuff here. And then another auction I won was for this Laser Bolt, one of the last vehicles I didn't have. And actually, the Laser Bolt, the auction came with this Laser Bolt right here, and then with this extra top piece. So I see right away I've got two variants. I got a silver looking guns, and then a dull looking color guns right there. So one other thing about this is I noticed a few of the decals were missing. There's just decals that are supposed to go there, and then one on the back. So I jumped on eBay, and somebody was selling the bottom half here for cheap, and it has all the decals. So I grabbed that, and then so basically I got two now, both variants, I guess, and then one that has all the decals. So yeah, adding a few things to my collection there, and got some pretty interesting stuff to sell. All right, guys, well, that's going to be it for this one. it's been a long time coming, I know. I know it's been a long time since I made a video. Hope you enjoyed this one, checking out some vintage toys again. And I'll start doing some sales updates and stuff too once I start making a few more sales. So hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.